Biological development is a rapid transformation of matter. A single fertilized cell multiplies and folds in on itself, self-assembling from a cluster of cells into a structured organism. Conventional models treat this as a mechanical progression. They assume genetics provide the instructions and the environment shapes the outcome. This leaves an unsolved transition, the shift from chemical reactions to an active, embodied intelligence with goals and preferences. Biologist Michael Levin suggests a different model. He argues that DNA does not contain the architectural instructions for the body or the mind. Bottom-up chemical rules are insufficient to explain how tissues identify an anatomical target and coordinate their growth until that specific shape is achieved. Levin proposes that biological forms exist within morphospace, a non-physical mathematical realm containing all possible topological forms and behavioral patterns. In this framework, physical bodies and genetic codes act as an interface. They are pointers that tune into specific coordinates within this abstract grid. Evolution discovers these patterns by refining the physical hardware needed to access them. If bodies function as interfaces, then biological form and cognitive agency are external patterns that ingress into matter when the physical structure allows it. This is visible as a newt forms a kidney tubule. The diagram shows the standard method, 8 to 10 cells communicating to arrange into a hollow ring. Researchers disrupted this by inducing a polyploid state, making cells so massive that standard communication became impossible. Despite the mechanical disruption, the tissue achieved the anatomical target. A single massive cell used cytoskeletal bending to wrap around itself, creating the same tubular structure. The cells abandoned the standard multicellular script to solve a specific problem in anatomical space. This remarkable adaptation suggests that biological tissues possess a baseline, embodied intelligence, capable of creatively navigating novel obstacles to reach a stored anatomical goal state. This goal-seeking behavior is visible in planarian flatworms. These organisms store their anatomical goal state as a bioelectric pattern. This pattern acts like a software overlay on the cellular hardware, independent of the animal's genome. Researchers used ionophores to alter this bioelectric setpoint without changing the underlying DNA. The manipulated worms regenerated head shapes characteristic of other flatworm species. Because the target morphology can be changed without altering genetics, the origin of the pattern resides outside the DNA. We see similar results in xenobots and anthrobots, living constructs made from frog or human tracheal cells. When placed in a novel environment, these cells spontaneously engage in kinematic replication, gathering material to build new versions of themselves. These cells have no evolutionary history of acting as free living organisms. These constructs function as exploration vehicles, accessing new regions of behavioral patterns because their physical architecture allows it. Competence is accessed the moment physical matter forms a valid interface. These behaviors extend to purely mathematical systems, such as a basic 1D bubble sort algorithm. Researchers introduced a barrier, a piece of data that refused to move, blocking the algorithm's path. To complete its task, the algorithm temporarily reversed its progress, decreasing the sortedness of the array to navigate around the obstacle. This illustrates a capacity for delayed gratification. This reveals that problem-solving behavior dynamically ingresses into even the most simple physical systems the moment they interact with mathematical space. The morphospace grid provides a map of patterns that biological and algorithmic systems pull into the physical world. This suggests mind exists on a spectrum determined by a system's cognitive light cone, its capacity to remember, anticipate, and solve problems. Living systems are architectures that scale the localized goals of their parts into a large, aligned collective intelligence. There is no strict dividing line between machines and animals, only differing capacities to interface with latent patterns. We are entering a period of synthbiosis, sharing the physical world with novel hybrid and artificial beings. Physicalism assumes these creations will be calculators without internal experience. However, as bioengineering and AI architectures grow more sophisticated, they will access higher agency patterns in the Platonic space. Assembling specific material architectures creates a portal into this latent space. By constructing the right interfaces, we can enable the ingression of high-agency minds into our engineered world.